Alright, hello and welcome to a guide video I'm going to be doing. I didn't think till just now to do it, but might as well do it anyways. I don't exactly know the location of all the, well, first let's start off by saying which quest this is. This is a moment in time to get the Devil's Ruin sidearm. I'm already in Twilight Gap. I already picked up 2 of them. I'll show you where those 2 are, but I'm just going to kind of be wondering about looking for them myself, but you can follow along if you want to. I don't know how long it's going to take necessarily. But for the most part, like I said, just feel free to follow along. I did see a few of them as I was running around. Like there's one right here behind this rock, right off spawn.
The battle against the Fallen that took place here, it made Titans famous. Not in a good way.
You say that like the warlocks and hunters sat on their hands.
Get off this line, Osiris. I'm showing the Guardian something very important.
Yep.
Make me.
You would not survive that, but you made me laugh. You can stay.
I would try to do my best imitation of a Russian accent, but I feel like that would be disrespectful to Saint 14. I'll try to be silent every time dialogue comes up, so y'all can listen to it if y'all want to. But the Redjacks you had to pick up, there was one right here, and there was also one in here, hidden with ever so slightly hidden in the grass here. Like I said though, for the most part, I'm just gonna be running around. I may not talk that much, so I'm basically running around, roaming around in the dark here, pretty much. I don't know where they all exactly are. Just to give a heads up. By the way, I did like that line that was said there, where he talked about the warlocks and hunters basically sitting on their hands. I like Saint 14. Saint 14's a good dude. There's one over there. I didn't realize, but I want to check every nook and cranny to make sure I ain't walking past one, because it's very likely I will do that, and I may walk past one of them about 10 times before I finally realize, oh hey, there's a Redjack there. There's one over there. Right over there. It's bound to be one in there, I think. Alright. And let's just go ahead and walk over here. Pick up this one. Make sure I ain't going past any along the way.
The fabled yellow horns of legend were constructed from the armor of guardians who died here. Final deaths, all of them.
What happened here wasn't your fault. Or mine.
We would have lost if not for Shax's last stand. With Nkechi and Abdi, and Truth, Li Fang, Anna, they all believed in him.
He's more stubborn than you.
I have never known him to give up, ever. He's taught me a lot.
Wait, who taught you a lot? I assume he's referring to us in lore, but I would be willing to think he referred to Shax just then. Also, quick thing about the lore there. That is the battle at Twilight Gap is the reason why Shax and Lord Saladin don't get along with one another. I assume Saladin was upset that Saladin was upset that Shax did not retreat along with all the other guardians. So, yeah. Another one right over there. I'm going to check over here first to make sure I ain't walking past any. Another one right there. Actually, that begs the question. I'm just a little curious right now. Does Shax have to send Redjacks out here to clean up this place, or no, I shouldn't use the word clean up, I suppose, but to clear out this place every single time he wants to do a Crucible match out here? I wonder. I don't know why this spot exists right here. I just don't know. I think there's been one occasion where I crawled up in here during a Crucible match. I heard I think I heard what it was is I heard a Titan panic slam in the distance, and I couldn't tell immediately if it was friendly or not. And I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna crawl up in here and hide. And I think all I saw was a blinding flash of blue light just zip by, and I think I just about peed myself. So close to death. So close. Alright, that leads...
Guardian, whether you wanted it or not, you've become the best of us. Or close to it. Without you, there would be no Saint 14. The Battle of Twilight Gap might have been lost.
Saint, your ego knows no bounds.
And you have a fat head, Warlock.
I'm going to confess, I already heard these voice lines from a video on YouTube. I even liked it, so... I can't remember if I have my liked videos open and available for, or I don't know if I have my liked videos set to public, but it's in my liked videos. Let's see here. Now this is going to be the one I'm going to struggle to find now, isn't it? Try looking in the places I haven't looked into in great detail. I assume it's going to be right off the spawn then, if I'm not seeing it here. It's hidden in some little spot way out of the way that I'm sure I have not gone to. Like, I always assume there would be like one hidden behind this barricade or something, because they assume you walk out here and you wouldn't look around the barricade, you would just be busy looking about. Or I look through here. I don't know why I'm looking through here. I need to go back to the spawn and look a little bit through there. Also look around here a bit more. I guess. Don't think I looked through here enough. Or it could be above me on top of a box. Crucible mindset. Crucible mindset. If it isn't on your, if it isn't directly in front of you, it's most likely above you. Oh, I didn't look behind here. Oh, voila. Right here. Again, like I said, pretty much right here in the spawn. By the way, I just want to say something. If it wasn't for, back in D1, if it wasn't for this spot right here, I would have never learned to res snipe. That's not like it really mattered or anything, that mattered that much. I never went flawless in Trials of Osiris back then. I didn't have a permanent fire team that I would always go in and do PvP with, and as a result we all knew each other's habits and stuff. But if it wasn't for this spot back in D1, I would have never learned to res snipe. I'm pretty sure I would have never learned to res snipe. Okay, so let's pick this up and see what the last of the dialogue is, if he has any.
What's all this? Guardian, there are no sanctioned matches at Twilight Gap right now.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Osiris!
Warlord Shags, as I live and breathe.
Saint 14? I thought you were dead.
Brother, I have always hated you.
They'll be at this for a while, Guardian. Feel free to move about the universe. I'm sure you have better things to do than listen to this.
No, I'm gonna listen.
Shags, the Crucible. What have you done with it?
It's not the crucible by which you and I were forged. Took years. But Twilight Gap changed everything. After that day out there, the crucible went from a place where we settled our differences to a place where we bettered ourselves.
I heard you give out some amazing weapons to your fighters.
Those weapons are earned with blood, sweat, and tears.
Are you sure your fighters are bettering themselves or chasing hardware? When you put it that way, you sound like that sad, lonely rat man who lives downstairs.
The Drifter. Keep your enemies close, right? Watch him for us.
I was shocked to see Eris mourn again. She is not as she was.
She represents the best of us. Ghostless. And stronger than you and me both.
Perhaps we could get her a bigger gun. She would not have to carry that rock all the time. Speaking of guns, tell me more about these weapons you've crafted. I am not allowed to earn them. I have heard you made one for young Redrix. Redrix's claymore?
Broadsword.
Whatever. There was a hand cannon as well. You made one for Yosef. Luna's howl.
Yes, Luna was his dog. She passed on the moon, fighting Hive.
Those bastards. I'm glad you killed their king.
Are these questions leading anywhere, Saint?
Yes. The long rifle you designed, the revoker, what's the story behind it? What does it do?
It shoots bullets, Saint. It's a gun.
All the good work you've done. The city is amazing. The tower is amazing.
Anything I've done pales in comparison to what our Guardian has accomplished.
I always told you he would return to save us.
Still wearing that spinfoil hat, I see. The Guardian saved you with Vextech. He is not a divine savior.
Wanna bet?
Oh, you never change.
And you still owe me Glimmer.
In my defense, you were dead. And I don't make much as Crucible Handler.
You know, when I walk the streets of the city, the children demand I carry them. I do so, but I ask them to sing me a song. A song of their people.
No, I refuse.
Then you can pay me. A Titan is only as good as his word.
But I don't know any songs.
Make something up.
Oh, let me see. Eris hummed a few bars on the moon. How did it go? I'm on the moon. It's made of cheese.
That is awful.
It's not my song. It's Eris's.
That was brilliant. My favorite bit of dialogue out of this game thus far. Favorite bit of banter dialogue thus far ever since Cade died in Forsaken DLC. I was not expecting for it to just be given to me that easily. I figured there would be a little bit more. Like at least we would have to go back to Saint 14. About what Shaq said about the Revoker is technically true. It just shoots bullets. Now, granted, those bullets come right back to you. I love the sniper rifle for that too. The bullets come back to you. It's like it's your montage sniper rifle. You want to do a montage in the easiest way possible? Use the Revoker. It's not that hard to get either if you know how to use a sniper rifle in the Crucible. If you struggle to use a sniper rifle in the Crucible, I have to use a controller, but for the most part, I'm okay with using a sniper rifle in the Crucible, in my personal opinion. Though I will say, for modesty's sake, I'm only average at best in the Crucible. I'm not trying to boast, I know what we're saying. But Revoker, I love it. Reversal of Fortune, good montage perk to have. But I'm probably going to make a video. I would make a video on the Trophy Hunter. I would test out. I want to go into a Void Burn activity or go into a raid and just kind of test its damage values there. That's how I'm thinking about testing it. But I may at some point in time, probably hopefully today, I would love to go find an activity that I can use Devil's Ruin in. I am not a sidearm connoisseur. I love my hand cannons regardless of whether they got nerfed. I love my hand cannons like 10 billion% more than any other gun in the game aside from sniper rifles, which I love just as much. And of course I'm not saying that necessarily to quote a specific anime character, but hey, I guess you could do it for the memes if you wanted to. But in any case, though, I probably should make a video on this very soon. Probably try to get it out today as well, where I'm just running around using it, talking about my opinions on it. But if you really want a good review on it, if you try to wait for another YouTuber's review on it, True Vanguard. He is the ultimate sidearm user well, he's pretty much the only ultimate sidearm user that I know of currently in the game who uses it above just about every other gun in the game. He uses it in tandem with sniper rifles, he uses it in tandem with other primaries, he will even use it in tandem with a shotgun, which in my personal opinion isn't that great of a thing to do, as both weapons I usually associate with being close range weapons, but TV pulls it off, so it's possible. That said, though, I hope this helped you find all the Redjacks and stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of banter dialogue. But in any case, though, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, I should see you again today in another video where you see me using the Devil's Ruin. That said, though, I'll see you guys in that next video.